It's the 11th hour. Your players are dying left to right. You need to make a decision. Do you allow the total party kill? Or do you fudge the dice? Or do you fudge the narrative today on RPG Booms? Let me ask you a question. What kind of DM are you? Are you the kind that likes to have the screen, roll all your dice behind the screen, or do you like to just throw it right there in front of the players and see what happens?
The dice gon' do what the dice gon' do.
Whatever method you decide to use, it's up to you. I really like to just throw the dice in front of the players to really create an intense moment.
Natural one.
But what happens when your party is dying from left to right and you really don't know what to do? Now, fudging the narrative is another thing that's associated with my two pillars of RPG success, the no GMs versus heroes, and working to move the story forward. It's not just something that I would do, it's something that this little guy always did on the show. Let's take a quick look.
So only beauty can defeat the eye of the beholder. I don't get it. How did Dungeon Master think beauty could defeat the beholder? That's it, the flower. Wow, that was great. But how did you? I didn't. But then who did? What happened?
Now you saw that. Not only did he give him a clue in the beginning that helped him out at the end, but even when they couldn't stop Venger was there to kill them. All of a sudden, Venger gets all frozen and launched away. What happened? The little man intervened. I recommend fudging that narrative. And we're going to fudge that narrative by using one of my old techniques, which is group checks. Okay, so basically you make everybody make a roll, and the one person that gets the highest roll notices an escape hatch, or can see that if he knocks out a pillar, there's going to be a naturally occurring barricade that falls down. Or they spot some type of healing potion if it happens to be happening in a wizard's room or some type of room. Or after all the damage is done and a lot of the players are dying, and maybe you only have a lone survivor, they find a scroll of reincarnation, mass reincarnation. I know, I understand, let the dice decide. But do you want to tell a story, or do you want a total party kill?
Do you really want to jump? Do you want to?
And do you want those players to feel a very intense moment during that game?
Do you want to?
And another method to fudge that narrative are NPCs. NPCs are meant to die.
I'm born to die.
But I guess the question becomes, how do you introduce those NPCs to your game? Now here's just a short list to get your noodle cooking. The NPC, for whatever reason, stops the group or one person in the group and relays some type of information that's useful to them. Maybe unknowingly, or they pick up on the information right away.
Up to St. Louis, and he's going to come back through Chicago on his way to Detroit.
Maybe it's an NPC who's sympathetic to their cause. Maybe this NPC knows where they're going or learns through another NPC how they could get to that location as well. Think about using sending stones, with limited use, which means once the players get to the location, they spotted something that they needed to take care of, they can get to their sending stone, communicate back with the base or whoever hired them, or some type of NPC that's back in town. The point is, you have to establish these NPCs that could potentially rescue your players from a total party kill. Now, one of the most beautiful things about the 2024 Monster Manual is they provide you with the load of NPCs. Here's just looking at some priest, very low hit points to high hit points depending on your party. Is your group a little bit of a renegade group? We have various types of bandits, from low to high levels that you could be using them for. And was it a city guard? Was it a city knight? Are they interested? A rebel city knight or city knight? Are they interested in what's going on with your players, but the institution does not care, but they want to help out? Now, what about those scouts? Unless you have a 2014 Ranger with you, you need a scout to get you through the forest, through the location. And these guys are a great way to connect where you are with where you were, and therefore try to get other NPCs to come and help if necessary. And let's not forget air support. Maybe you're fighting a monster that's in the sky and you need someone to back you up and help you up there. We have these guys, the Arakokra. Now, the key to the narrative fudge is to make it seem seamless and like you're not purposely trying to help them. I mean, they'll probably understand that you are helping them, but you want to make it seem like it's essentially part of the story and what could have or what was supposed to happen in the game. Now remember, it's not GM versus heroes. We're all cooperating with each other. And us as dungeon masters, we want to get that story arc completed. So we want to work to move the story forward. Now we're going to do this either with group ability checks. You're going to make all your players make a roll, and whoever rolls the highest gets to be the one who rescues the group by finding an escape route, creating a collapsed roof to land on the villain, something like that, something to stop the villain from killing your players or all the monsters from killing your players. If you need more of an explanation, please go see my video. It's a very short. And your other backup plan is going to be these non-player characters. You have to establish these guys in the town. Make sure those interactions happen, either accidental or on purpose.
Up to St. Louis, and he's going to come back through Chicago on his way to Detroit.
You know, for security guard, he had an awful lot of information, don't you think?
And that's it, everybody. I wanted to show you that there's ways to rescue your players without having to fudge those dice. You can fudge your narrative, do little tweaks using this group checks or using NPCs, allowing your players to complete that story arc, gain those levels, and actually be happy with the game. And of course, if one or two players dies, it's actually kind of exciting. You can allow them to recreate characters. There's a website called fastcharactersheet.com. I'll put it in the description. You can go there, immediately create a new character in case something like that happens. That's it for today. I'm Don Franco 3. This is RPG Boons, where we talk about everything RPG and how everything is RP. If you like to cut out my gibberish, please hit the buttons. You know what to do. Leave a comment. You know I'll get back to you. Until next time, see ya.